Hello again, Suzanne here, Angel Intuitive and Spiritual Guidance Counselor. So, how's everyone doing out there? Are we excited? Things are going great? Those of us watching the movie, I want to say we're in the last eighth of it, I hope. Last third, maybe. I do honestly believe this year is, stuff's going down, stuff's happening, lots of big revelations. I think more coming. I think by the end of the year we're going to have some big stuff. And I keep seeing it, and I know, it's like I always say, it feels like any second now, any freaking second, because it's so heavy. But there's still some things that haven't quite happened, but little things happening. It's coming. And it's watching it play out. It's fun. And for those of you who are stressed, who don't understand the movie concept, look it up. Research a little. Tell you, that's what keeps me sane too, because I'm playing the game, I'm watching the movie, I can't always tune in to certain things. I know what I feel and what I sense, but again, with the storyline, how's that going? I know how it ends, I just don't know how we get all the steps there. I know a lot of the steps there, a lot of things that still need to happen, and I don't know when. But real soon, excuse me, lots of rumblings, lots of universal rumblings, a lot of planetary shifts and changes and stuff. And again, y'all know I'm not, I know little astrology stuff. I don't know what's retrograde now and not and whatever, unless someone else says something. But because I can look that stuff up, my brain, very little capacity left in there at my age. But as always, I tell you, tune in, see what you feel. Anytime something jumps in your face and they're distracting you with something to try to, the fear porn trying to pull you down, to pull your energy down. And this new term, well, I guess it's not new, but it's out there now, the loosh, which is our spiritual energy, our essence, right? That the dark side is trying to take from us or suppress. I think it's more suppression than anything. Because, unless we give it or allow it to be taken, it's not going to be taken, but it can be suppressed. It can be stifled, right? So, be aware of that when you feel like your essence is being taken away, or when you start out in a good mood, you wake up in a great mood, things are going your way, and then you make the mistake of turning on the TV or your internet, I guess, and then you see things and it takes you down, makes you sad, makes you angry. I think as soon as you feel that gut punch of anger or super frustration, step back and question that, because again, the subliminal messaging, the visuals, the frequencies that are coming through the television and your computer, it affects us. I'm hyper aware these days when they're spraying outside and I go out to walk my dog. Now I'm driving because it's too flipping hot, but when I go out, yeah, it's frustrating. I see it and it's like, oh man, here we go again. It's like, when is that going to stop? I know it's going to stop at some point, don't know when. But they'll have the bad stuff. I've probably said this before, they're going to keep doing the bad stuff now still, even though some people say it's changed. No, they're still spraying the bad stuff. Then they'll come in and spray the good stuff that will nourish the soil, and everything will shift. Timeline, I don't know, time is an illusion. The more we focus on making that happen now, the faster we get it. But I go out there, normally it's just oh man, here we go. But whatever they're putting in there the last few months, I'll say the early part of 2025, the first half, because that's where we're at now, halfway through, it's like some kind of rage chemical, because I go out there and I'm just like, and then my brain is going, what in the world is wrong with you? And then it's like, yeah, what is going on? It's like there's no reason. I wake up in a great mood, got my critters, everything's good, especially when the weather was nice. But then you go out and it's like, oh man, but it says like, oh, these MFers, and it's like, whoa, take it back. So then I go hug my trees and life is good again. And then it's just focusing and pushing that negativity away, because whatever they're doing, they feed off of that. They feed off of our energy. And the more negative we are, the more we suppress our positivity, which makes it easier for them to go and snatch it up. So be aware of that this week. If something triggers you, sets you off, I hate using that word. If something sets you off in anger or rage, whatever, that's unlike you or out of, it's out of character or it doesn't really fit the situation, take a step back. Look at it from the outside looking in instead of from the inside feeling like you're trapped in a corner, right? And see what you observe. What's different? Who's around? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Where is it coming from? Where are you feeling it in your body besides in the brain where you feel angry? Where is it resonating inside your body or in your chakras? Be aware of that and bring it back to center. Bring it back to center into your heart. Connect your heart to your head so that outside influences don't have the power over you. And tune in. Find the love and the joy. And if it's hard because of the chemicals or whatever, the frequencies, find something that you love and adore that makes you happy. Focus on that. Hug your little critters, hug your little kitty, hug your little puppy, your horses, your loved ones. Play some happy music. Be aware of the frequencies there though too. And do what makes you happy. Focus on that and bring it back to the love, because that's what it's all about right now. We need to focus on the love, putting the love out, bringing the love in, because just like darkness can't exist in the light, hate and anger and rage cannot exist in love. So bring it back heart centers, bring it back to love. Share the love this week and have a beautiful week.